still want to go to the doctors and let your doctors know, what that lump is, because never assume a lump on your body is a Tophi gout, a Tophi deposit, uric acid. You want to let your doctors know, and if they feel like they need to do a CAT scan, x-ray, whatever they need to do, a biopsy, let them do their business. I am not a doctor, but I 100% recommend going to your doctor about a potential lump in your body. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and figure this out. So it's pretty simple. It's just like any other self-examination on your body. So what I usually recommend is you take your fingers. By the way, I have tons of gout in my hand. But you take like a couple of fingers or even like whatever, and start with your elbow and go up. And if it's smooth, perfect. There's no Tophi. Pretty good, right? Now this one's gonna be fun. Now this one has a lot of Tophi. So you take this one and now when I did this, you can practically see the Tophi move right there. But it feels like gravel, it feels like rocks, it feels like lumps. Now the Tophi that is in my arm, there's a lot of them, and it's following the bone right here. There's the bone right here. It's following the bone. Now Tophi can be like in, above a muscle. It can be above a bone, it can be above a tendon, whatever. But basically it's gonna feel lumpy. It's gonna feel, sometimes it will feel hard. Like a lot of this feels hard. And I have a feeling, because like when I go like this, it's like one big Tophi. So if the doctors were to take it out, it'll come out in like one big, thing. But it can also be in your knees. It could be everywhere. It doesn't. This is also a Tophi as well. I want you guys to see that. That's Tophi. So the biggest thing is take your fingers and just go up along the bone, go up along the leg as well. Do it on your legs. Feel your knees. Go up and down. If there's an unusual bump, you can go ahead and check it out. Document it. Call your doctor immediately. Let them know what that bump is. If they have to do a biopsy, then by all means, let them do the biopsy. Don't be scared. Don't automatically think of the negative. If it's Tophi, don't worry about it, because here's the thing. Tophi there's a couple of ways that you can remove it. There is surgically removing it if it impacts your, mobility. And also if it causes a lot of pain, because there could be a scenario that a Tophi actually sits on top of a blood vessel or sits on top of a nerve. So if it causes you a lot of pain, a doctor might actually look into either removing it surgically, or another option is through a drug called Crystecca. And Crystecca has been known to take the Tophi, which is basically uric acid built up, into like a ball or a rock or whatever. But it is known to break it down from uric acid to a water-soluble solution, and then it's cleansed out of the body. It's an IV infusion. I have a couple videos talking about Crystecca because I went through a trial for that, and it changed my life. But that is another way. That's the second way that they can remove Tophi, is through Crystecca. The first way is through surgically removing it. Third way, and I'm going to be honest, I've researched a lot, and there's only been a few like actual medical journals that I read where they were completely truthful. You're going to find what can break down Tophi, and there's things like allopurinol and stuff like that. The ones that the medical journals that I've read is that they say that allopurinol can't break it down. Lemon juice can't break it down. Tophi, just think of this. Uric acid is something that is supposed to be cleansed out of your body, right? It's a natural cleanser in your body. But that's basically what a Tophi is. So think of allopurinol, no matter if you have 100 to like 600, 700 milligrams of a dose, that's not necessarily going to break down allopurinol. And if it does, it's not going to break it down in a short amount of time. It's going to basically do it after years and years and years, which negates the fact that Tophi takes years to develop. Another thing that I do want to recommend as well is when you look at your ears, you can Google this as well. Tophi in your ears. Now, Tophi will look like a little tiny pimple, but when you feel it, it's going to be really hard, or it could be soft, but mostly it's going to be hard. And in that case, you could probably go ahead, and if it's like right next to the skin, you probably pop it out, no issues whatsoever. Do not try to take these tophis out. Do not. Like if they're in your legs or arms, do not. Go to your doctor, have them recommend anything, and take their recommendations, because you don't want to be putting the knife or whatever to your own skin, because the tophi that's in here, it's not at the very surface level of the skin. It is down a couple layers of the skin. And if you were to try to get it out, trust me, it will hurt and it will cause an infection, or even worse, MRSA. Well, contact your doctor. Don't freak out. You know, if they are truly tophi, they are not malignant. They're benign, you know, like buildup of, uric acid. It's not cancer. It's not anything like that. So hopefully this helps you guys. Thank you so much. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.